Yo, Joongi! You're looking as suave as ever, drinking here all by your lonesome.
I hear that quite often. But I was just thinking that it was getting a little too quiet.
Oh, yeah? So you don't mind some company?
It's exactly what I'm getting at.
I've been thinking, and honestly, I'm real glad you're here, man. You've been a huge help, and I seriously appreciate it. I didn't even realize that the Komi Jewel network spread as far as Hawaii.
It would be more accurate to say that we asked our comrades here in Hawaii for help. Many of them scattered across the globe when the Jingon Mafia was expelled from Kamurocho.
Dang. So you basically got contacts from all over the world?
Right. And there just so happened to be some in Hawaii with access to quality information on the locale. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to find out what Palikana was up to in such a short time. But let's not talk about the inner workings of the organization.
Oh, oops. Went too far there, didn't I?
There's not much I'd keep secret from you now. However, you may have already noticed that I've been keeping my distance from everyone, yourself included.
Yeah, I have, actually. You were just being careful, right? Because we were living life as civvies?
Sounds rather pretentious, doesn't it? But you guessed right. We figured being around outcasts like us would spell trouble for you.
Come on, don't be such a stranger. We fought alongside each other, and that fact will never change.
I thought you'd say something like that, but that's why I was so hard on myself. The two of us live in completely different worlds.
Yeah, sure. Up until things about me blew up and I got sacked. And now here we are, two equals sitting at a bar.
This may come off a bit rude to you, Kasuga-san, but now, because of the way things turned out, I can finally talk with you. And part of me is elated about that. After all, Ijincho has been a bit of a bore as of late. The town's far too peaceful.
Oh, really now?
Sunny has also gotten livelier ever since Kiryu-san came to Ijincho. She's out on the front lines herself now, though that's not something that merits praise.
Why is that?
As the leader of both Komi Jewel and the Liumang, she should not be out in the open.
Whew. Not every day you hear Joongi Han himself talk about Sunhee like that.
We're quite a ways away from Ijincho. It's unlikely for Sunhee to overhear us talking. Furthermore, with the Hawaiian skies as vast as they are, I feel a bit freer here. I will always remain loyal to Sunhee, of course. However, I hope I could get a pass every so often.
I'm with you there. If you just want to kick back and relax, then Hawaii's the perfect place for that. Let's just do what we want.
I didn't exactly come here to kick back, though. But I must admit, being able to fight at your side once again has been most exciting, Kasuga-san.
Yeah, right on.
I said that I was keeping my distance from you all, but in truth, I'd been keeping an eye on you. I know that you were employed at Hello Work and that you were helping former Yakuza land new jobs.
I had no clue about that. Thanks, man.
When Adachi-san started up his investigation firm, I wanted to lend him a helping hand as well. But in the end, I agreed with Sunny that it was best we do not intervene.
Yeah, but if Adachi-san had access to Komi Jewel's network, that would have helped him out a ton.
Well, the fact of the matter is that you could get things done without us. All of you are very capable individuals.
I guess you were watching over us for a lot longer than I thought.
Oh? Sounds as if you're implying that I was some sort of stalker. Collecting information within Ijincho's how Gomucho puts food on the table. You were merely one part of that.
All right. Let's just leave it at that. But since it did make me smile, how about another drink?
Ah, that'd be welcome. It's been a while since we last drank to something, Kasuga-san.
Sure has. Cheers,
Cheers,
man.
our feet up.
So, were you on the phone with Sunhee earlier?
Oh, no, I wasn't. I was actually speaking with a subordinate of mine. I let an officer candidate take care of things while I'm away from Ijincho. They're young, but capable.
Oh yeah? Everything good over there without you at the helm?
Everything should be. Up until now, I've only been managing some rather mundane group work. I apologize if this sounds arrogant of me, but I felt that I was above such menial tasks. Considering that it's just routine, I'm sure anyone could take over from me.
Huh. Then why the phone call? What was that all about? That subordinate of yours struggling because you're not there or something?
Small problem seems to have cropped up, but I let them decide how they should handle it. All I said was, I'll leave it up to your discretion.
You know, if you were my boss, I feel like I'd have to be ready for everything and anything.
Compared to the time when Ryo Aoki attempted to take over Ijincho, we can now afford to give our subordinates more opportunities to grow. Those were certainly trying days, especially when all of Ijincho's secrets were exposed.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Chairman Hoshino, the elder of the Ijin Three, was murdered, and the Omi Alliance sent in an entire army. And since we were so dependent on the gray zones of Ijincho, Bleach Japan nearly rendered us extinct. Just thinking about it makes me shudder. Don't you feel that way too, Kasuga-san?
Sounds like you've got an itching for some trouble.
Yes, maybe so. I did come all the way to Hawaii to join you after all.
Well, you know me. Always finding myself in trouble. So you're more than welcome to join.
And that is precisely why I cannot take my eyes off you. But I might as well enjoy myself in the meanwhile.
You're one reliable guy. No wonder Sunhee thinks so highly of you. I guess I should thank her properly sometime. I mean, she did send her right-hand man all across the ocean to help us out.
Just the thought alone is enough. I'll relay your words to Sunny myself. Right now, she seems to be enjoying her time out on the front lines with Kazuma Kiryu.
Ah, gotcha. Did you get to meet Kiryu-san too?
Yes, at least long enough to greet him. He seemed to be faring much better than I had heard. He changed his hairstyle since we last met, so took me by surprise.
Oh yeah, same here. I was a little confused when I saw him too.
When Sunny heard that he was returning to Japan, she was quick to make her move. Before I knew it, she stuck right by Kiryu-san's side at all times. She didn't even consult me about it. At the very least, I would have liked her to ask for permission of some sort.
Why is Sunhee so nice to Kiryu-san? Has she ever cared about someone else like that?
She's a big fan of the Dragon of Dojima. Maybe she thought she could hide that from me. However, I could hear the overwhelming admiration seeping through her words.
Well, that explains it. That's pretty cute though, not gonna lie.
That reminds me, are you aware that when Sunny went around town with Kiryu-san, Zhao joined them? That was when she told me to keep watch over the different factions. In that moment, I felt as if I was being left out.
Huh. So now Kiryu-san's got Zhao on his side. Sounds like we're going all out now.
We most certainly are. Even I've come back to the fray. I do hope that I can be of some use to you, Kasuga-san.
Right on. It'll be like the good old times. Glad to have you back, Joongi.
It's a pleasure. I'll be delighted should I meet your expectations.
Yo! Sup, Joongi? You up for another drink together?
Yes, of course. Your company is always welcome, Kasuga-san. I was glad to see that some things never change. For instance, Namba-san is just as pleasant as ever. A former nurse indeed, given his bedside manner, but I could tell that Kiryu-san trusted him.
That's great. I was hoping he'd pull through. Man, did he live up to my expectations. Real great. So even Namba's kicking ass over there.
Speaking of Ijincho, I just remembered something. Do you mind if I ask you something personal?
Huh? No need to beat around the bush. Go ahead, ask away.
Well, it's about you and Saiko-san.
Huh? What? Wait, what? What about me and Sachan?
You proposed to her a few years ago, correct? But after that, she stopped contacting you. How are things going now?
Oh, right. Let me guess. You heard about it from Namba. I haven't told you guys about that personally, so I was wondering how you knew about it.
Oh no, I didn't hear about this from Namba-san. The Komijul web catches even the most minuscule of details. That was how I found solid information about you failing your proposal, Kasuga-san.
Bro, seriously? You guys actually tracked that kind of info? What's up with that? Wait. And do Sunny and Zhao also know that I proposed?
It's not like I can hide information from Sunny. As for Zhao, well, she had no reason not to tell him.
Right. But man, did you really have to? I didn't want that spreading around.
What is there to hide at this point? We're all comrades who've put our lives on the line, aren't we?
Then, you think you could give me some advice?
Unfortunately, I doubt I could share any good advice. I am, however, confident in being a good listener. So please, feel free to rant as much as you'd like. I promise not to tease you or make fun of you.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Guess it wouldn't hurt to talk about it. The day I proposed to Sachan, I know now that I spouted all sorts of selfish things at her. I told her she could quit her job whenever we have kids, and that we could visit Arakawa-san's grave to make him happy. Sachan just smiled and said she wasn't bothered, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her since.
Not even once?
Not even once. She's completely ignoring me, won't even reply to my messages or pick up my calls. I've been avoiding Sachan's place too. If I showed my face there, I'd just be adding more fuel to the fire.
Ah, I see. That's reasonable of you.
Have you met up with her recently?
Yes, actually. I saw her when Kiryu-san came by. She treated me the same as always.
Same goes for Namba and the others?
Right. My apologies. This must be hard for you to hear.
Guess it's pretty damn clear she's drawn a line between us. Hey, Joongi. Do you happen to know why Sachan's been avoiding me?
While I did discover that you proposed to her, I didn't unearth any details regarding what you said. And from my perspective, it would be wise not to speculate. But if Saiko-san truly intends to avoid you, then I'm sure she would have left you with some words to mull over.
Huh?
At least, I would think so, knowing what I do of your relationship. Had it been anyone but you, Kasuga-san, I have no doubt she would have told them to take a hint the moment she cut things off. You would be nothing more than a stalker if you kept it up after that.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's why I haven't been reaching out to her.
But you're not the sort of man who would hurt Saiko-san in any way. That hardly needs to be said. Saiko-san is also aware of that. Otherwise, if she did want to end things with you, she would have made that obvious.
So basically, you're saying Sachan hasn't completely given up on me?
I believe that's very much possible. Still, it would be difficult to confirm that yourself. If neither of you get the chance to reach out to one another, could I be your middleman?
Hold on. Are you sure it's okay to help me out with this? I mean, you gotta be busy with officer stuff, right? You've been keeping your distance up till now.
But here I am now, sitting next to you. There's no need to be so cold to an old friend.
You're a nicer guy than I thought, Joongi.
Well, that's rather harsh of you, isn't it? But I'll overlook that for today.
Well, can you blame me? When we first met, it felt like you were always making fun of us.
Sometimes, the strangest food may become an acquired taste. The longer you chew on it, the more flavorful it gets. Ichiban Kasuga, you are very much the same way. And for someone in my profession, a friend who can cross those boundaries is all the more precious. You and Saiko-san and everyone else, I consider you all to be my good friends.
Oh, come on, man. I'm way too sober to handle all this sap right now.
Yes, I suppose that's fair. My apologies. Excuse me, barkeep. 2 more drinks here, please. 1 for me and 1 for my good friend here.
Fine. Guess I gotta go for another round if you're gonna be that insistent. Drink up, Joongi. To friendship, and to Sachan, too.
But of course, that's what I was planning to do this whole time.
Yo, is that another call from your Komi Jewel subordinate?
It was, yes. Honestly, it's a bit worrisome. I was under the impression they'd be comfortable with everything. Now it's starting to feel like harassment, since they defer to my judgment on even the most trivial of matters.
But isn't it great they depend on you so much? I guess that means they still need you around. Feels better than being told everything's fine, even when you're not there.
Huh, I didn't consider that. You do make a good point.
Oh, yeah, I've been wondering. Who'd you leave in charge? Do I know him?
No, I don't believe you two have ever met. But they do know about you, Kasuga-san. Her name is Yeona, a young woman. Not yet 30, if I recall correctly.
Oh, you've got a girl working for you.
And before you ask, yes, she is quite beautiful. She's learned some mannerisms from Sunny herself.
Wow. So is she like a little sister to Sunhee?
It'd be great if she were, but the two of them aren't that close. At least not yet.
Don't underestimate young blood. They're quick to catch on. Best be on your guard, old-timer.
Honestly, if they caught on quicker, Ijincho would be safer for the next 10 years. I wouldn't have it any other way. Here, have a look. This is Yeona.
Oh, damn. You weren't lying about her being pretty. You know, this doesn't really look like a picture of a boss and his subordinate. She's a huge fan of yours, ain't she?
Well, yes, she does admire me. But that's where the root of the problem lies. It's very likely that she doesn't want to make any mistakes in front of me, so she keeps asking me for direction.
So that's the deal with all the phone calls.
Up until this point, all she had to do was follow my orders without having to think twice. However, the moment Sunny and I stepped out of the picture, she's had to think for herself and make her own decisions. To keep both Komi Jewel and the Liumang running as they are, she can't afford to take a short break. Yeona has to learn just how much effort it takes for these groups to assert their authority within Ijincho.
I do feel a little sorry for her, though. I mean, you kind of dumped all this on her, right?
Is that truly the case?
Huh?
You never know what will happen in our world. One day, you might just lose those you've relied on. I believe that I've given her an ample opportunity to steel herself for such a situation, should it ever come to pass. Whether they like it or not, the ones who will come to inherit our legacy are those of future generations. It is my hope that she emerges from this situation a little more hardened.
Yeah, I feel you. And hopefully, Yeona will get where you're coming from, too. It'd be pretty upsetting if she didn't, though.
I agree with you there. The fact that she keeps calling me only makes me more concerned.
Sounds like Yeona's got herself a great boss. Back when I was under Captain Sawashiro, he either beat you senseless or yelled at you. You're the better option, Joongi. Like, way better. 'Cause, you know, the captain would never want a picture with me.
Did you want one with Sawashiro? I'd pay good money to see that.
No, I thought about taking one before, but yeah, I'm good. Doubt either of us would be happy with that kind of photo.
Speak of the devil. Another call from Yeona. Pardon me, I have to take this.
You know, for all his talk about wanting her to be more independent, he sure does dote on her. Guess I'll wrap it up here, all by myself. What's up, Joongi?
Hello again, Kasuga-san. Huh. Oh, apologies. 1 second.
Come on, seriously? Is that Yeona again? Well, she really does call you for every little thing, huh?
Excuse me? What did you just say?
Huh?
As we speak? How could you be so selfish? Unbelievable. So you're already here?
Hold up. Yeona's in Hawaii?
I'm at a bar with my friends right now. I've mentioned it to you before. A place called Revolve. Yeona, where are you right now? I suppose I'll come fetch you myself.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
It's exactly as you heard. Yeona abandoned her duties in Ijincho and came to Hawaii. To think she'd leave her post just like that.
But you're still gonna meet with her, right? She's probably feeling real lonely right now, so let's hurry and bounce, man.
Yes, Yeona truly is a beauty. I'm sure you're excited to meet her and all, but...
Come on, let's talk later, Joongi. Can't leave a lady waiting for long.
What a handful.
Huh? You're meeting Yeona here, right? So, where is she?
How strange. Perhaps she got lost along the way.
No! Get your hands off me! I'm already with someone!
What the hell?
Get away from me, you creeps! I'm not that kind of girl!
Oh, come on, baby girl. Don't be like that. Just one drink. How about it?
Oh! Joongi Neem! Over here!
Hey, let's hurry and help her out. Joongi? What's going on here?
She doesn't need our intervention. In fact, she can take care of this situation herself. This is all an act.
What? But still,
Help me, Joongi Neem! I'm so scared!
hang in there, Yeona! We're on our way! Hey! The girl's with us. Sorry, but you mind leaving her alone?
Joongi Neem, I'm so glad you came!
Yeona, everything's gonna be alright. I'm here to help too.
And who's this? You her Prince Charming?
Yo, what am I, chopped liver?
Excuse me, gentlemen, but that girl works for me. Very much appreciated if you let her off.
Hey now, we just want an hour of her time. You fellas can come on by and pick her up later. But she probably won't be able to walk straight by then, if you catch my drift.
I don't think they're asking her for a dance.
Neither do I. Fortunately, it would appear that negotiations are off the table.
Oh gosh! To think Joongi Neem would fight for my honor!
You guys just gonna keep standing in the way? Alright, fine then. Let's see you block this! How the hell?
Now listen here, pal. You've been giving me the silent treatment this whole time, but come swinging my way? I think twice about that shit, man. 'Cause that seriously pisses me off.
You son of a bitch! You're fucking dead, you hear me?
Don't get carried away now.
The battle is on!
This could be better.
Take this!
No, don't let your guard down.
Go down!
This sucks. Refreshing. I'll show you.
Got your back!
Joongi Neem!
Yeona, to attention.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on here, Joongi?
Yeona's not a girl who'd be held up by these sort of men. She should have been able to take them out without our aid. I've trained her myself. Am I wrong, Yeona?
No, not at all. I was just ecstatic you came to my rescue.
Yeona likely calculated how long we would take to get here and planned for those men to hit on her by the time we arrived. The unlucky fools. They had no clue they were being played. How pitiful.
So basically you're saying she did all this just so you could save her?
Was I correct, Yeona?
Oh, you know me so well. I knew it. I just can't live without you, Oppa.
Dude, what's her deal? Did you seriously let this girl take the wheel?
I did. Though I'm starting to suspect that I made the wrong call.
How could he be so cruel? You have to hear me out, Kasuga-san. I was trying to do my best. I really was.
Okay, first, take a deep breath for me, Yeona. Now, who's being cruel here?
Who else but Joongi Neem? He shot me a message saying he was heading to Hawaii, and all of a sudden I'm in charge. There's no way I could handle all that, but he went ahead and left me behind anyway, without a word. How could you, after all I've done for you? You know I'd do anything just to stay at your side.
Regardless, do you think it's permissible to leave your post without further notice? Not to mention, Sunny isn't there either. So who exactly is looking after both groups as we speak?
Hyun's taking care of it now. I figured it'd be a great chance for that pushover to grow a backbone.
Oh, Ki-hoon, you say?
What, their problem? Something up with Ki-hoon?
Oh no, not at all. He's just incredibly fond of Yeona and would do whatever she'd say. I wouldn't call him unreliable, per se, so perhaps she made the right call. You made sure you executed a proper handover of authority to Ki-hoon then, correct?
Yes, of course. I shot him a message saying I was heading to Hawaii and that I left him in charge. The exact same thing you did.
Why, you presumptuous little...
Really following in her boss's footsteps, this one.
Listen, Yeona, my situation is different from yours. Did you really think such a selfish act would be permitted?
Why wouldn't it be?
Excuse me? What makes you say that?
The problem at hand is that I came to Hawaii without your permission, right? But you're the one who came to Hawaii without Sunhee's permission.
Huh? Hold up. I thought he came out here because Sunhee ordered him to. Bro, did you actually come here without telling her?
Again, our circumstances are completely different.
They're totally the same. You think so too, right, Kasuga?
Hey, Joongi, are you for real? That's kind of messed up, man.
It's not kinda messed up, man.
Oh, okay. This is obviously getting to you.
Look, since I was the one managing both organizations, my decision to leave Yeona in charge should not be an issue. Also, Sunny and Zhao both ran off with Kiryu-san without telling me. It's not fair that they get to dump all the boring work on me.
I think so too. That's why I'm here in Hawaii.
Whatever you think, that's not your call to begin with.
Come on, that's not fair. Why do I get all the boring work?
Yeona, is that your phone?
It's probably just Ki-hoon. He's been calling me non-stop ever since I left Jincho. Hello? What do you want, Ki-hoon? Huh? Say what now?
Wonderful. What happened this time?
Why the heck are you in Hawaii? What makes you think you can leave your post like that?
So Ki-hoon's here too?
Oh, this is absurd.
What the hell's going on with the Komi Jewel? This shit is nuts.
What should we do, Joongi Neem? Ki-hoon's asking if we could pick him up.
Seriously? What is wrong with you people? Why must you all be so selfish?
Come on, man. Take a look in the mirror. So, everything good now, Joongi?
Yes, it's all settled. Yeona and Ki-hoon are returning to Japan. I even spoke with Sunny myself.
Nice. What'd she say?
She knew about everything, even without me telling her a word. Nothing gets by the Queen of Komijul. She told me that instead of wasting time, I should focus on doing what needs to be done in Hawaii. She even provided me with a cover by telling my subordinates that I went to Hawaii under her orders.
Oh, nice save. Real talk, she's damn good at what she does. I guess you have to think fast when you're the boss.
I was rather hoping she'd scold me, since it's been some time. A shame she didn't.
Uh-huh. This coming from the guy who wasn't looking too hot a while ago. But still, you came all the way here to help without getting her permission. You've got balls, man.
Once I caught wind you had gone to Hawaii, I started gathering intel independently. Eventually, I learned what Palikana was and figured you might be stuck trying to get to Nele Island. The moment I wrapped up my investigation, I found myself on a plane to Hawaii. Truth be told, I felt a rush of excitement when all that went down. To think that I could once again fight at your side, to be called your worthy ally once more.
Joongi.
Though I never imagined you would ever bear witness to that shameful display. Such an embarrassment. I do apologize for all that.
I know you always keep a cool head, but hey, doesn't hurt to let loose sometimes, yeah? So what if you got a few weak points? We'll be there to cover them. That's what friends are for. And obviously the more time we spend together, the more sides we'll see of each other.
This lecture of yours is actually getting through to me today.
Well, in that case, I'll let you off the hook. For now. Not really my thing to nag my friends and all. Because drinks taste better when we're both having one hell of a time.
Right, I'll drink to that. After all, the two of us are friends. Thanks for being there, Ichiban.
Anytime, man. Cheers!